EA Sports. It's in the game.
This is Jeff Setzer from Tradition Sports Online. We're here with Ben Howmiller, producer for EA Sports NCAA Football 13. I wanted to talk to Ben a little bit today about why RTP didn't make it into NCAA football this year and what the future plans going forward as far as getting it implemented are.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good question, and it was something that at the start of the development cycle, it wasn't the plan, right? We were going to have both games launch with RTP, but as the development cycle began moving along, and as the physics were coming into shape, the 7-week difference between when NCAA finishes development and when Madden is a world of difference as far as getting things polished and finished up. Right. And with that, it was not an easy decision. It wasn't something that we said, oh, hey, let's just go ahead and just drop it to one and put it in the other. It was really a thing of we didn't want to rush it in and ship it early on NCAA in a situation where you had a system that wasn't ready to be seen by the public.
Yeah.
A system that became nothing but YouTube fodder of all the problems you can see with physics. You've seen that happen in games before. You've seen people put physics engines in and see arms go in weird spots. Everything else that happens that just puts your game in a bad light. So,
for sure, yeah. I mean, when I was at the community event, Matt, when we first saw RTP, you guys were kind of at the point where you're finalizing development, and from what I saw of RTP at that point, I would not have put it in the game either. It just needed to be tuned more, It was, like you said, too many arms flailing and awkward positions and stuff.
You need that time to get that polish, and it's something. Would I like to have in the game? Of course,
absolutely,
I would. Does it make a different feel of the game? Of course it does, and it's something that we will have in NCAA. It's not going to be in this year because of the time difference it takes to develop it, and just wanting to put in the best product we possibly can put together. And for us this year, RTP did not do that.
And when you do get it in, it's going to be the most recent version, the tweaked version.
That's the nice part to it, is we're doing the 2.0 version.
Right, you're going to get the
there's going to be a better version than what Madden shipped with this year. That Madden's also going to have next year. But we also get that, and we get to pick it up right there where it's at. So, it was the risk factor of what could happen to your game if you do it too early. We try and put that part in there. It's kind of a damned if you do, damned if you don't, right? Because we don't have it, and so it was like, oh well,
you do put it in, and it's not as good of an implementation as in Madden this year. You get hammered that way too.
Right, but for the long run, for the good of the title this year and in the future of it, the 7 weeks was that big of a deal that just didn't make it for us.
There you go, folks. Straight from the man himself, why RTP didn't make it in, and hopefully next year we're going to get a great version of it in NCAA football. Thanks.